All right, it's time for the encore performance. Vikings Eagles tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. There's a doubleheader on Monday night for some reason, but we get the second game. Um, it's like I said, it's the encore. It's hell of an opening act by this team, by O'Connell, um, by the whole team. So what do you do? What do you do for us now? Because we know how this is in football. Like it's a week by week sport. You can look great one week, the next week can humble you. And I think O'Connell even said something about that after the game last week. Like he's not going to get too high because you know you can get humbled really fast. And this is a really tough game. This is one of the tougher games on the schedule. Um, Certainly one of the tougher road games. It's a Monday night game. You're going into into a tough place to play amongst tens of thousands of degenerates um, who are going to be extra drunk and extra loud and extra vile. Um, so you know what do we expect in this game? It's not going to they're not going to give up 7 points. This is going to be much more of a game for sure at the very least. Um, you know, we're definitely going. They're definitely going to be able to run on us because you know our run defense was a little better. It showed some improvement against Green Bay, but they didn't really try to run that much on us. They kind of gashed the one touchdown drive they did have on us last week. They kind of gashed us on the ground a few times. Um, but you know, Philly is really going to run on us, and I have a feeling that they're going to run successfully, and Jalen Hurts is going to run on us. Um, you know, one thing last week, Rodgers never really ran. I don't know if he even had like an official carry. Um, it's going to be a lot harder to bring him down, and they've got playmakers. So I'm not expecting a defensive domination at all. I think this is going to be a game that to win it you're going to have to you know and they were efficient last week on offense. They're going to have to be you know better. They're going to have to really finish. The you know kind of the one negative last week was that offense kind of bogged down a lot. Um, After halftime, they're gonna have to be playing well for 4 quarters. And I think they'll be able to put up some points because I mean even last week Detroit was able to put up you know a fair amount of points. Even with they scored one or two garbage scores at the end to make it a little closer, but they were putting up some points even when it was a game. So um, yeah, I think we'll be able to put up some points. They got the I know the Eagles lost one of their starting pass rushers last week. So I think it'll be a fairly high scoring game. I think it will at least be in the upper 20s. Um, so I mean, it's really going to come down to like most of these games come down to it's turnovers, big plays. I certainly think we have a shot um, to come out of there with a win. It's a lot to ask because I think the schedule after this Philly game sets up very well that they could really run off a long win streak. So if they get this game, they really are going to be in a position to go on a run. Um, I don't think they're going to win this game. I had them going 1-1 to start the season. I thought they'd beat Green Bay and lose to Philly. I'm going to stick with that. I think this is going to be it's going to be a close one. Um, I think they're going to be able to put up some points, but I think they're going to give up more points. Um, I think that Philly run game is really going to get us. Um, you know, I think our offense will be efficient and they'll be good, and they're going to get better and better because obviously they didn't play starters in the preseason, you know, but they still look pretty good in week one, and I think they're going to get better and better as the season goes on. But this is still a really tough game early, really tough road spot. Um, we're coming in healthy. Scene's gonna play, although I guess he's probably only going to play on special teams. Only guy on the injury report was Andrew Booth. Um, he's out. I guess Wanham had like a foot injury during the week, but he wasn't on the last injury report, so I guess he's going. So we're healthy again. That certainly helps. And I certainly think we have a chance to win. I don't think it's. I'm not going to be stunned if we get this win, but we're not gonna go 17-0. I mean, I'm sorry. As impressive as last week was, we're not gonna go 17-0. We're gonna lose a few. I think this is gonna be one of the games that we do lose. I think it'll be close. I think it'll be tight. I hope that if that it does pan out that way, that we lose, a competitive type of game. I hope this fan base can just accept that hey, it's a loss, but we're getting there, and we're obviously an improved team, and this is going to be a team that's in it for the long haul this year. I hope they don't freak out if I hear anything about a certain quarterback's Monday Night Football record. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Um, but we're kind of in a honeymoon period here with this coach and this new regime now. After beating the Green Bay Packers in a dominant fashion, that'll do that. Um, but that can end very, very quickly because we are not. This is a fickle fan base, and you know that there's people who just want to go back to the negativity. And now if we get killed in this game, that might be understandable. But I think we're gonna lose a close one, but I certainly give us a shot to win. So I think it's gonna be something like 27-24 Eagles. Um, but check the schedule after that. We got a shot to go on a nice long streak of piling up some wins. Again, overall, I think the schedule this year is very favorable for us. Um, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the division. As I'm doing this, Detroit is winning big over Washington. So I'm sure Vikings fans will be freaking out about. Oh God, we got to play the Lions now next week, and they're so good. We're getting them here. We're gonna get them. Um, and then Packers Bears on Sunday Night Football tonight. We know the Packers will probably win that game and probably win it in blowout fashion. So hey, I think you know win or lose, I think we're going to be in very good shape going forward. You know, hopefully we win. Hopefully there's no injuries. That's a big thing. Let's not start having injuries. Um, but yeah, I'll say 27-24 Eagles, and I will hope that I'm wrong. But I want to temper things. Like it's easy to just completely go, you know, get your head in the clouds and think, oh my God, we're gonna win just every game, and we're gonna just kill everybody. Like no, it's week to week league. You know, um, the Eagles are a decent team, and they're tough at home, and we have won there uh, since the dreaded NFC title game, and we beat them here in 19, but just have a feeling that we're not going to get them this time. But don't worry, I think it will just be one loss, and I think we're going to pile up wins after this, and that's all I got to say about that.